minister sat and transacted a loan?
These are issues that we're asking.
Why not hold your cool to the account? We said now, one, I made it known that, one, don't make assumptions we cannot. I buy your idea, not in whole, but in base, that a credible officer ought to come here to explain to us the circumstances. And I cited the PAMSEC today, I cited NIMASA today, while we were running around for a better hall, knowing how that place is. That I did. But as it is now, if I had gotten that contractual documents, I may not even need their presence anymore, because I've seen the submission of Navy and their comparative analysis or superlative analysis. I've seen their position. I've seen the response of the Honorable Minister. But without everything is hinged on that paper, except you disagree with us. Are you with me?
Very much, sir. But we are pained that this now seems to be a deliberate ploy to slow down the whole of this process. We are deeply pained. We are deeply pained, Mr. Chairman. We are very pained.
We will refuse to be slowed. We will fast in. But let me ask you, because nobody could boast of total monopoly of wisdom, what should we do in this circumstance? Can you give us an idea? We'll toe your line.
Mr. Chairman, if you ask me, I think aside the contract papers, the submissions that the Minister of Transport has made can be looked at as they are the submissions made to the committee. If the Minister of Transport has refused up till this moment to bring the contract papers up, then we can work with what we have, Mr. Chairman, and we can proceed on this matter and take the necessary actions.
Do you want to put that up? Thank you. Do you think the contract document is relevant to this matter? It's a yes or no. Is it relevant?
Sure.
Exactly. So that's why I want to wait for it. So if we're giving them another opportunity to have that document because it's relevant to your petition, I think you should give us that opportunity, okay?
Let me get you, let me labor to convince you. I don't know if you have, we've seen the submission of the minister, and I will not put Navy here to begin to, they've given us their submission, and they've read that of the Honorable Minister. We also served that of the Honorable Minister. You've also reacted to it. At last, you push to react to it. So we are not fools. So, like my sister said, every other thing, if we get that agreement and it says, oh, that just to give them equipment and go away, we've turned fools if we now do otherwise. So we need to look at the paper and know exactly the content. But if you know the content, you can tell us. If you know the content, you can tell us. If, for example, the thing says it will cost Nigeria no money, we'll earn money by just to show Navy one or two things and go away, then we'll have done, will not be fair. I do a thorough job if I do a job at all. So we'll give them a time. If they do not bring it, then we now know that we've exhausted all opportunity that they have nothing to bring and they had no contract exists. And then we can proceed from there. But we want to be sure that everything that will guide us to come to a reasonable conclusion is within our disposal. That's why I asked you for a suggestion, and you agree that we need to cite that paper.
Please, I beg to say that we have trust in your judgments, and that is why we are here. But the most important thing is this. Please, the House should do their best to ensure that what needed to be done, so that our sovereignty will not be submitted unknowingly by Nigerians to a foreign country. These have been rejected in the past in so many fronts. The 1966 trust of the British to offer us training was rejected by Nigerian students. under the past administrations, there was an attempt to situate African Command of the United States Army here. We rejected it. I don't know why a company from another country should come on security issue in this country. I think it is important that we look through and in between the lines of this contract, whether it is a free gift or not, sir, it tempers with the sovereignty of Nigeria as a state, a nation state. Therefore, sir, we do beg that all that is necessarily to be done should be done to see that justice should be done to this issue. Thank you very much, sir.
Mr. Chairman, dear colleagues and the House, that is the reason why we are here doing our job, because we received a petition from you. So we are not folding our arms. Mr. Chairman, the point is even this. Even if the Honorable Minister is not around, are we saying there is nobody in the ministry to furnish us with what we need to do this job? Or is the contract being sponsored by an individual and financed by an individual? We need to know that, because we are talking here about taxpayers' money.
We have gone late. We had gone past that, and ordinarily we said the PAMSEC, in fact, if you look at it administratively, we don't even need a minister. It's the PAMSEC who is the accounting career officer that should come and tell us. I cited him today, and I believe that he's here. Not having seen him, what are we going to do? We'll use all the House mechanism to bring him here. Actually, the minister need not be labeled to come. It's the PAMSEC who is a career civil servant. Ministers come and go. Should our dear president decide to recall minister today, I mean, somebody will be answerable. It's the PAMSEC who is called a permanent secretary. He's permanent. It's him we should call. But fair hearing means give reasonable opportunity for people to be heard. They can decide to be dumb and deaf, but give opportunity. They've done a letter saying this. We must, and on the day we fix for this date, the DG or Nimasa came and said, oh, sorry, this date will not suit me. Me and the minister will be away on a lecture on Chatham House and so on. I said, well, we'll fix it, we can change it. They've done a letter. The easiest thing we can do today is to oblige another opportunity and vary our summons that the PAMSEC must be a necessary party present. So, clerk, in sending the next summons, make it mandatory that PAMSEC must appear in person.
Thank you, sir. And in the last meeting that we held here, you made mention, the committee agreed that ₦1 of Nigerian money should not be spent until we finish this matter. It must be on record again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we say that there should be status quo. So, clerk, write as the PAMSEC that PAMSEC should come with his minister, with or without the minister, that the PAMSEC should appear on the next adjourned dates. So that if the minister travel is on leave or whatever, the PAMSEC should be able to call short his leave and come. Therefore, we'll take a date. Petitioner, do you have any date in mind?
The shortest possible date will be okay, so long as the relevant documents and the relevant parties are here. And in the light of the fact that the status quo remains, that nothing should be done on the contract until the outcome.
If you think you order anybody now, I'll impose a date. We'll say the thing, saying the status quo remains or whatever. What date is convenient? Don't exceed what I asked you.
Okay. The shortest possible date you give to us, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
We should check any date we like?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
On February? 6th February, is that how many weeks from now? 2 weeks from now. Maybe is that okay by you? 6th Fine.
I hope that is not Wednesday.
So it's a Tuesday, right?
All right.
So we will take 2 days for avoidance of doubt. We will take 6th and 8th. That's okay, 6th and 8th, 2 days. Yes?
Sorry, Mr. Chairman. The 8th, we might be having a retreat. So I think 6 for me, the Navy will be.
Okay, in case we don't finish on 6th,
okay,
we finish because this matter must be concluded immediately. And now, John, date we must conclude. If there is any reason we do not finish on the 6th, we'll take the next available date and conclude so we can file our report.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
That's okay.
Yeah, so we'll adjourn for 6th and 8th for continuation. And clerk, we want the permanent secretary to appear with the minister, with or without the minister, the permanent secretary to appear. The matters are adjourned to 6th and 8th of February.
Case 3, petition by Gravile Abibo Sam and Co., legal practitioner and notary public, on behalf of Her Excellency Mrs. Dame Patient Ivefika Jonathan, former First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, against the management of EFCC, NDLEA, and others on the consistent, persistent, and unwarranted personal attack.
The petitioners are here, EFCC, the banks. Yes.
This honorable committee, my name is Ayodij Adedipe. I appear with my colleagues, Fidelis Adedipe and Ijeoma Okoye.
Somebody needs to go upstairs.
Yes.
Fortuna, people are not there.
You're watching live coverage of the House Committee on Public Petitions Investigative Hearing on Channels Television. Please stay tuned now for Network Africa.
Yes.
When this matter was adjourned,